Welcome to this look at a new-ish mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. This is Bilk. This is a new-ish mod map. I know I keep saying that, but I'm just trying to catch up on them all. On Farming Simulator 22. This is by, I'm going to say Omaxio. That's what I'm going with. 138.42 megabytes download. There's one required mod for this map, and that is by VertexDezign, the half-timbered farm buildings. That will download automatically. There are 4 main farms. Now, this does say a small village in North Rhine-Westphalia, located between Wettringen and Neunkirchen. It's just... I found the place. It's, yeah, just... I'm trying to think. North... Well, probably actually north from Wettringen. So it sort of sits between, but up above a little bit. And actually on the map, in real life, I found... Well, I'll show you the map. Let's have a look at the map. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? I found this roundabout. The road layout is pretty much identical. There's a couple of the sort of facilities and plots which line up pretty much with in real life. It does say it's a replica. The fields, obviously, and to make it work for Farming Simulator, things have been tweaked here and there. But in saying that, this is the map. This is what it looks like. On New Farmer, we start with these plots. Now, these plots are the 4 farms. There are 4 farms on the map. This is the main farm here, which has a biogas facility on it. We've got a 2nd and 3rd farm here. And then this farm up the top here, it refers to it as a farm. It's a biogas facility, and it's being sort of labelled as a contractor's yard. So it's got open sheds and stuff like that. So you can run contracting if you're doing multiplayer, or if you're playing, you know, for your own pleasure. That's entirely up to you. Now, a lot of the plots that have got sell points and things on aren't purchasable, and the field prices, they're up there, I guess. I don't know, I suppose, for the size fields, they're about, yeah, they're about right, aren't they? Sometimes you get those maps where you get small fields and they cost a fortune, but that's about right, I would say. It's quite a lot. I think it's 124 fields, 18 meadows. There are some woods for forestry, so if you want to do a bit of forestry, you can. Let's jump back out of there. Slot count is 1,080 on New Farmer. On Farm Management Start from Scratch, it's 1,071. And it's a peculiar one, and I shall tell you why. The only thing you don't have between New Farmer, Farm Management Start from Scratch is that shed there. For some reason, that shed disappears. All the other buildings, everything else is still here, not that shed. You still have all the machinery and all the equipment. It's very weird. But there is an instruction here. It says about removing parts of the map. It says, please note that your home farm cannot be dismantled, but it can be expanded. On all other farms, you can live your dream and build your farm. Now, I thought I'd try and see what buildings could be removed. And I have to say, apart from the fact that it left a little bit of a sort of a little crater here, I managed to remove everything here at this farm, including the biogas plant, which is just behind us. The only thing I couldn't remove was the farmhouse. On the other 2 farm areas, pretty much everything I could get rid of. And at the top biogas plant, pretty much everything as well. And I'll show you what it looked like. I got the slot count down to 735. Again, I always say that, and if I get people saying, well, why do you do that? Why are you telling people what you can get it down to? But sometimes people say, oh yeah, but you know, the slot count is X, Y, Z, whatever it might be. I want it lower than that. How can I get it lower? So I just, yeah, and I'll show you. It looks like this. And so, without further ado, let's get round. We start standing here behind 2 large silage clamps. Roadway or trackway runs down the side, so we can tip in from the back and gradually work our way across if we want. Onto the farmyard proper, should I say. Where should I start with? Oh, it doesn't matter which way around we go. Let's have a look here. I have got an order, but... So in this large building shed, we've got our mowers, rear mower and front mounted mower. If we come up, we've got our cow barn. This holds 80. This is standard. Other than the required mod, there are no other mods. If I go into build mode, there's nothing else other than the required mod that's been added in by the map maker. So, haven't got to worry about loads of stuff to show you in there. Forage wagon, header and header trailer, double trailer setup just there. we can come in through the back side door just here. Workshop is just in here. And the rest of our gear is all in here. So, our harvester, we've got a favret, and we've got a massey. Cultivator. Spreader, we've got a bit of an Amazon thing going on here. Seeder as well. Let's get that door open. Now, this main farm you start with, I say it's weird, isn't it? You start with all of them actually, but because we start at this farm doesn't have a sleep trigger. So you'll see we are here. This is our start farm. I've got to stop saying that because we start with all 4. Yeah, but this farm has a sleep trigger. None of the others do, but it does. I mean, there are so many in the mod hub. You can put your sleep triggers in wherever you want. There are collectibles. I was going to say, spoiler alert, you will see them. They're everywhere. I think there's 100. This is really lovely. I like this. Look. How sweet is that? That was going to be the thumbnail, actually. Talking about thumbnails, I was going to say the last couple of mod reviews, when you go into the mod hub and you see the picture that map maker has put for their, you know, to advertise, or however you want to look at it, their map, I have to say the last couple have been interesting, to say that. Yeah, you kind of look on them and you go, oh, that's really cool. Some artistic license maybe, because I kind of used the one for Bilk because I love it. I think the picture looks absolutely fantastic. But obviously that's a rendition, you know, of the map, not a screenshot taken from. I just thought I'd say that because, you know, I'm sure I'll get letters. So we have got a farm 800,000 litre silo just here. Standard crop types, like I say, it's base game stuff. There's no modded things put in. Front loader gear here with a manure heap just next to it. If we go and grab the tractor, we're going to use, I think I'll probably use the Fent. Why not? Let's use the Favret. We'll go and have a look at the biogas plant. So, as far as production chains go, contracts are available too. I've gone completely out of sync here because I started talking about something else and I've thrown myself, I'll get myself back into my rhythm. And breathe. If we go into here and we scroll down, so contracts are available. If we go down to production chains, because here at the main farm we've got the 250 kilowatt biogas plant, and then the contractor's farm, which is up to the north, is the 500 kilowatt. If you come onto and farm manage and start from scratch, because you don't own the land yet, any of the land yet, you won't have those production chains. But as soon as you buy either of those properties, you will get each biogas plant, depending on which one you purchase. Right, let's hop in. So just down the road here is our attached biogas plant. Again, the buildings, I've managed to remove them if you want to. If you want to put a different biogas plant in, you absolutely can. So this is the 250 kilowatt, 2 large silage clamps just here. Standing crop types in, digestate out, but that's right here. Lighting on the map is really nice. Texturing, colour palette, spot on. It all just seems to, you know, it flows, it's nice, it's tidy. I haven't come across any areas where it seems at all clunky anywhere. Yeah, it's nice. It has quite a very natural flowing feel to it, but again, maps that generally are based on real places, they do, because they're real places, so it just kind of flows and looks right, you know. It doesn't look contrived. Right, so let's get out onto the main road and head on. I've just realised what I haven't done. Let's get the map on. Come up the road, we've got the grain mill on the right hand side. Standard in-game grain mill, just their production chain, which can be purchased. I know I say this every single map tour. It's very rarely I'm on a map and I say I don't like it. I really just, yeah, I don't know. I like it. It's very nice. It's all these extra little bits. I'm going to just put into the trees. I'm sure no one will mind. We can get through here. because we're actually in the little town that is Bilk. It's having all the buildings, but all these little walkways and trackways, and it's just all the little extra bits, the twiddly bits that make it work. There you go. Oh, something I want to change for FS22 is the traffic coming to a complete halt when you get anywhere near it at all. It does look very picturesque, I have to say. The little slivers of land and fields that are dotted around all over the place just adds to that. Lovely. We'll take a turn to the left just here and take in these. We have our bakery just in front of us. If I turn down here, we've got bakery just there. We've got carpentry next door. We've got supermarket round behind. If I come up and into the supermarket, we can actually go around behind the supermarket and back out onto the road this way. Mine's in the collectibles on the way through. Back out to the main road. I think this church on the Google Maps, that's St Michael Church. Directly opposite, we've got the animal dealer and the animal dealer sell point. As is often the case, animal dealer sell point is your bale related type things, silage, grass, hay, straw, those kind of things. But there's your animal dealer just there. Gas station to our right. Pizzeria to our left. Now, when I did my whiz round the map and have a look, it was carnage at this roundabout. There was traffic queued back here. There was traffic on the roundabout. I assume there had been some kind of collision. On the other 3 legs of the roundabout coming onto it, all the traffic was stopped. It was a complete gridlock. So watch out for that. This facility just here has a selection of various different things. We swing in here, and I will go here first. So here we have purchase points for seed and fertilizer. So you can buy your seed and fertilizer from here. We've got sell points here for sugar beet and potato. And then just here, this is country trading Bilk. And I think that's your icon for wood, so you can bring all sorts of stuff here. I know I say it every single time I do it, well, I say it every time, but most times when I do a map tour, I'm talking about sell points and stuff like that. If you're not sure what you can sell or where you can sell it, if you go to your prices menu, scroll down the items, whatever it might be, and look to the right hand side, and that will tell you every location you can sell that particular product. So I'm just going to double check, because I'm saying that. Probably wouldn't hurt to actually have a look, would it? Oh, that's curious. So wood is not coming up at there. There's that icon, but I'm clicking on it and nothing's happening. Curious. Hang on. Yeah, I've got nothing coming up for that. On here maybe? No. Curious. Right then, from this facility, country trading, Bilk, we're going to go, I think we'll go this way round. Come on, traffic. You can do it. Please. There we go. Just I thought I might be going the wrong way. Nope, we're alright. Turning just here, we've got a sawmill. Again, fairly standard. Dairy just opposite. Then come round behind here, we've got our vehicle shop. Now, the vehicle shop here doesn't have a workshop. Often you find them two together, vehicle shop and workshop. We have got a workshop at the main farm. This is the reset point of the map as well. There's nothing to stop you putting one. Actually, hang on a minute, saying that. I've got to stop making these sweeping statements. We are here No, we can't buy the land. Oh, that's frustrating. I was going to say you should be able to put one down if you want to, but no, you can't. But that's just as valuable information as, you know, whether you can or can't, at least you know. So, up to the contractor's farm, which is the second biogas plant, 500 kilowatt that you start with on new farm. And you may also notice that. So this farm here, the contractor's farm, you do have a large wind turbine, which will generate you income. Now, if you're... Oh, this is the other... honestly, I can't get my head around this. I did make a note here. I've put 2 big sets of red brackets. I've written flowers with exclamation marks all around it. I will show you. This is so odd. I can't get my head around it. Look. I don't know if that's... I think it might be the gravitational fields generated by the wind turbine. It's drawing the plants that I honestly can't get my head around it. I noticed it over here first when I was... Yeah, look. When I came over to the biogas plant, the 500 kilowatt, this one, I was standing here thinking... I thought I was passing out. Something seemed to be moving, yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. So there you go, 500 kilowatt biogas plant is just here. Again, regular things in, fairly straightforward standard cycles and digestate out. But plenty of shed and storage space up here as well, with the odd little collectible here and there. But if the wind turbine's not your thing, I know some people feel solar panels, wind turbines, anything that generates your income is cheating. If you don't want it, you can remove it, you can delete it. You'll get paid half the value of it if you get rid of it. But you can if you want to, it's entirely up to you. So from here, we shall take this little track and head south to the smallest of the 4 farms, which is the sheep farm. Nice little drive through. I tell you what, when I was driving down through here, was it Geiselsberg? I got a real Geiselsberg feel all of a sudden. Not as hilly, but I think the width of the track and just the way the sort of countryside was laid out, it just, yeah. Just got a vibe. Now I need to take the next left, I think. Looking down the bottom of my little map. I think it's here. Yep, there we go. Coming up. I mean, there is technically, I suppose technically a 5th farm contractor's yard. I'm going to show you that in just a moment. So we turn in here, we have the sheep farm. This will do 65 sheep. Just here. We do have shed and storage space. We have got a refillable fuel tank just over the side here. Now with this one as well, you can remove fencing. There's some fencing around behind here as well. Because on New Farmer you own the plot. That's something I actually haven't shown you as well. I need to, let's go back in there. So the plots you do start with, I said about the prices of fields and stuff like that. So the main farm area, if you come onto a farm manager, will start from scratch. The main farm, 326,380, which again, like I say, that will get you the biogas plant as well. The northern biogas plant is only 74,220 for the biogas plant and that large wind turbine. That's a bit of a result, that one. The smaller farm, just here, which is where we are now, 43,880, the sheep farm. Then you've got this slightly larger farm here, that's got cows and chickens. Yes. 88,060. The other one I was just about to say about is this one here, plot 148, 32,179. I'm going to buy that. There's nothing on there as far as icons go for animals or fuel tanks or anything like that. But there is a large shed and building. I think there's a workshop there as well. So again, technically a little contractor's yard if you wanted to use it as that. Barn and building space. Plenty of. As I often say, plenty of space for activities, whatever you want to do. But again, can be removed if you want to. Sell them off. And place other things if you want. So we'll go out and have a look at plot 148 and then we'll take a whiz out and we'll go to the It's strange actually. The farm we're going to go to last is what I would have thought of as the main farm because it's got the sleep trigger on it. But it's no odds really. So back out to one of the main roads. The main road we're coming onto now will take you back up to the roundabout. You can see the large facility there, the country trading. I don't know what happened to me at Lama, I really don't. Since I've got back, I think what I'm on now, fifth video since I got back from Lama. Mods and map tours, words, I'm really having trouble. I don't know why, it's very strange. So this is plot 148. So whilst there's not a sleep trigger on it, you can place one. There is a little house, little building there with a couple of cars in front. We have got some large shed space. All there, and the shed's there with a workshop trigger on the end. So, yeah, I mean, it's... But again, once you own it, you can remove those buildings if you want to and stick another farm down. So often you'll get a plot of land that just has a shed on it, but the fact it's got multiple sheds and a workshop and a little building there that you could have as, I mean, let's say, I don't know if it's necessarily a house, but contractor offices or whatever you want it to be. But you could if you want. So let's head to the final farm I'm going to look at. This is the one that uses the half-timbered buildings pack a lot more. It's a bit of a drive out, and then we've got a hairpin back on ourselves. If you're looking bottom left, you'll be able to see now there's a little hairpin that comes back, and just to the top of that little mini-map, you can see all the blue icons. So we're going to be turning back and heading horizontally across the map. It's a lovely little place to farm this. I have to say, I'm a big fan of the Lake District. You may already be aware of that, and there are beautiful places all around the world. That's the thing. I always say it's one of my favourite places to be. I haven't travelled extensively, but one thing I will say, when I went to Erlangen to go to Giants, and I was lucky enough that one of the ladies that worked there, a lovely lady called Petra, her family took me out for the day. Bavaria is, oh man, I fell in love with the place. It was just beautiful. The mixture of farmlands and forests and rolling hills and chateaus and castles, and oh, it was just incredible. I loved it. The building designs and everything, just, yeah, beautiful, beautiful place. So, the final farm, we are here. Large shed and building space. Let's get the lights on so we can see it in here. There we go. With the hayloft there. Come out to the side, we've got chickens. 360, again standard pens. Triple garage. 2 silage clamps. Was this cows or pigs? No, this was pigs, sorry. We've got our wardrobe trigger around the back of this building, sleep trigger around the front of the building. This is the farm building with silo. This is a 400,000 litre silo. Into the silo is done here. Out of the silo is done this side. You've seen us on a few different maps. And I think I did. Did I do the mod review on this when it came out? I hope I did. If we go through and out the other side, we've got the pig pen. Pig barn building. Just here. And this will do. Oh no, I remember now. This was a problem. So, open gate first. Once the gate's open, the trigger is off to the side, not right in front, and then we can get the... There we go, then we've got a dialogue box. For 25 pigs, just there. And that is the map. That's Bilk by Maxio. Back to the map. So we started there, followed all the way up there, past the grain mill, into the town, up to the roundabout, to the country trading Bilk. We went then up there, and we took in the dairy, the vehicle shop, sawmill, all there. Out to the secondary biogas plant with its wind turbine. Then we came down this track and all the way around there. to the small sheep farm, out to the secondary contractor's yard, whatever you want to call it, and then we came up there and back across to this farm, and that's where we are right now. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.